So Dame Dash goes back to the Breakfast Club, and all hell breaks loose. Were you surprised in terms of what happened?
As far as what part?
Just everything.
No.
No?
No, I'm not surprised. Remember the first time he came on the Breakfast Club and he was
Right.
having this boss conversation. And for me, that really bothered me. And not because he was saying that people should be entrepreneurs, but he was, in my opinion, talking down on people who had regular jobs. And I just didn't like that. You know what I mean? Because the quote unquote regular jobs are the jobs that support everybody.
Yes.
They're the ones that were buying Rockaway back in the
I agree and I disagree. I agree with Envy when he say you shouldn't be talking down on people with regular jobs. No, that should not be happening at all. Because it's the regular jobs that lead us to our fame. You know, every check counts. You know, it leads us to our broker's account, you know, getting up to, you know, close to $200,000, you know, plus. You know, it leads us into, because every little check, it builds your dream. But the people out there that is satisfied with that job, that's the problem. I get it. Everybody can't be successful. Everybody can't be rich, but everybody should dream and should strive to do better, you know?
day. I was buying CDs and tapes back in the day. So I never wanted to people to feel that having a job was less than. You know, it's always good to be an entrepreneur. You know, I'm an entrepreneur, but I have a job, and I have no problem with that, and I'm proud to say it.
Yeah. Yeah. Your job is the Breakfast Club.
Correct.
You show up Monday through Friday, early in the morning until what, 10 a.m.?
10 a.m., yep.
Yeah, and you get paid nicely for it.
That's right.
I mean,
Nice check. See, now DJ Envy have a job, but he has a high earning job. You know, like he's making as much money as a lot of CEOs in small companies. But it's a job. It's still a job, and there's nothing wrong with having a job.
CEOs are employees.
Exactly.
And if you're a CEO for a company you don't,
So you telling me, okay, I don't want the job. Sir, we're offering you the CEO position of Microsoft. It pays close to $100 million a year. You're going to say, I don't want it because I don't like working for nobody. I'm independent. I'm an entrepreneur. You telling me you can't use a $100,000 yearly check? Hello? Is there anybody in there?
own, like every public company, you are an employee.
Well, if you look at it like this, when you talk bad about employees and not being a boss, LeBron James is an employee,
True.
right?
Yeah.
Who else? Any one of your favorite athletes are employees. Messi is an employee.
Your favorite rapper is an employee. Unless he's independent. Unless he's 1,000% independent, your favorite rapper is an employee. If you Little Baby and you working for Atlantic Records, guess what? You are an employee. And it's nothing wrong with that. Because guess what? Little Baby may be an employee for Atlantic Records, but he could be an entrepreneur on the side, having a multi-million-dollar real estate company, having hundreds of thousands of dollars paying him rent on a monthly basis. And he's a CEO of his real estate company, but then he goes and he does rap and he gets his check from Atlantic Records as a job.
All these athletes are employees. If
Correct.
you look at it, now they're entrepreneurs. LeBron's worth $1 billion, but he's also an employee.
Right.
Nothing wrong with being an employee, in my opinion.
You could do both. You could have a 9-to-5 job, and you could also have your own business on the side. And that's actually how I started my first business. My first business, I was working and I was building up money, and I think I built up enough for maybe 6 months of my expenses. Mm-hmm. Then I started my own company, which was the tech staffing company back in like 97, I think. And I said, look, I got 6 months to make it work. If this doesn't work, I'll go back to my job.
Pivot, right.
And it worked, luckily, but it could have not worked. And I went back to my employee job, and that's fine.
That's right.
You see that? You have to stack those checks But you have to stack those chips up wisely. You can't stack those chips up and then have a whole mortgage to pay with a whole house, and you got electricity, and now you got 3, 4, 5 kids, and now you got the wife not working. So now everything is on you. Everything is on you. How you gonna stack up money for your dreams? You have to use those checks wisely. And I advise, hey, everybody, hope y'all comfortable in the minivan, because we're going to be here for a while until daddy get rich.
Well, he said a lot along the way. He accused you of having a RICO.
Yeah, I heard that. I heard
Let me
that.
hold one of your cars, when you get locked up for your RICO. You know what I mean?
I heard that. I don't know where he gets his information from.
Let me borrow that wife you got.
I don't either.
I mean, I seen somebody online, he was breaking it down, which was all wrong. There's actually a dope lawyer, and I don't know her Instagram, that broke it down from the criminal aspect of what it really means when you really read it. And she broke it down amazing. But sometimes it just makes no sense to reply to just foolishness.
Yeah, a lot was actually said. Charlamagne started calling him Debt Dash.
Debt Dash,
His label would be Debt Jam.
Debt Jam.
Yo, Charlamagne be having them jokes, man. I ain't going to lie. I don't really believe in his political views, but you can't knock a dude that's funny, man. He is funny.
Yeah,
He accused Charlamagne of being gay.
yeah.
Well, Charlamagne wasn't
Charlamagne don't care about nobody accusing him of being gay. He call himself gay.
bothered by it.
No, but this is the thing, and this is where I can tell sometimes people don't watch The Breakfast Club. Charlamagne and myself joke all the time.
Yeah.
Everything. So there's nothing that you can say about any one of us that's really going to affect us or hurt us. So for us, that's just jokes. And if you listen to The Breakfast Club, I call Charlamagne gay all the time. He calls me gay all the time.
Exactly. Dame Dash, you need to have a whole nother joke to Charlamagne. Trust me. He don't mind being called gay, son. Trust me. I seen him call himself gay quite a few times.
We call each other, we're the gay best friends. So it nothing ever bothers us.
Look, there's a viral video of an interview I did with Ari Spears that got edited in such a way that makes me look like I watch gay porn, which I don't. But it got chopped up in a way.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
actually talking about Kanye.
Uh-huh.
But it makes it look like I watch it. And I just laughed. I'm like, this is funny. I'm not gay. And, I think you're only bothered by a gay accusation if you're actually gay. And you're trying to, hide it.
You try.
Exactly. That's why I don't care. Yo, I'm my own person, man. Listen, I'm my own person. You could be as gay as you want to be, yo. If you cool with me, yo. I'm not that type of dude like, yo, he gay. Yo, oh my gosh, oh my God. Oh God. To me, I think that's gay. To me, I think that is actually gay. Like, acting like gay people are like poison. Like, oh my God, I don't want to touch their hand. No, I don't agree with the lifestyle at all. But I'm going to shake your hand and I'm going to show you respect. And if you're cool with me, as long as you have respect for me, I'm straight. You on the other side of the fence. Long as that's understood, yo, we cool, man. You want to go? You want to go bowling? Come on, man. We out, man. Come on, man. Come on, man. Yo, you think you'll get me a few chicks, man?
Trying to prove something.
Right.
I've been married
Call me
24
gay all day
years.
long. I reposted it. I don't care.
I don't care.
I don't care.
Charlamagne's been married, I think, 13, 14 years. He's been with his wife since college. I've been with my wife since high school. I got 6 kids. He gets 4. Like, it's jokes at this point. We don't care.
Right. He called Charlamagne a poor role model for black men.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think of that?
I think that's laughable. I mean, you could love, or hate Charlamagne, but if you really look at some of the things that Charlamagne does for his community, it's actually very inspirational, right?
I will actually sort of agree. You can't say a man that became a millionaire is a bad example for black. He did it the right way. He didn't sell kilos. I don't agree with a lot of things Charlamagne say. Trust me, I don't. Especially his political views. Like, I listen to the show, I'm disgusted by the way he brainwashed his viewers. Like, I don't know if he knows he's doing it, but I know he's doing it, but it is what it is. That could be a conversation within his own. But the one thing I'm never going to say is that he is a bad example for black. You crazy? This man has his own media company, very successful, very frugal, which a lot of black men need to be, and not need to start spending money giving it to Bentley.
The things that Charlemagne does, it makes myself, as somebody that does give back, want to do more. The scholarships, the endowments that he does at his mother's alma mater, what he does, the backpack giveaways for mental health. He's on the board of the African American Museum in South Carolina. What he does for his state. He does so much for people. He is definitely, and I ain't got to say this, but he's definitely inspiration for most. And what he
Charlemagne is an icon. I mean, you can hate him. You can hate him. You could disagree with him, but you can't disagree. The man is an icon. If I put myself in his shoes, I would want people to look at me as an icon. You know, because he is.
does to give back is way past what anybody else would do. So when you hear stuff like that, you know that comes from a place of hate.
Yeah, he accused Charlemagne of having a crush on Jay-Z.
I seen that.
He said, did you buy that shirt? You know, Charlemagne's, yeah, I support black
Jay-Z, I like your eyes.
businesses. Oh, you know, you're either getting paid by Jay or you have a crush on him.
Yeah. I mean, I think, I really don't know what that is.
Yo, Dame Dash sometimes, he's like, trust you, man. Yo, Dame Dash is like he's like one of my idols. I'm not gonna front. He's like one of my idols, yes. But, man, Dame Dash, man, he talks like a 7-year-old sometimes. Like, the things he's saying, like, bro, you're not like a teenager on a block on Harlem, like, hiking. Like, you talking about another grown man got a crush, and then you're serious with it? Like,
I mean, Jay is somebody who's an amazing businessman. I mean, the man is worth over $1 billion.
He's an icon in hip-hop.
And I think we support a bunch of black businesses out there. You know what I mean? And I don't think there's nothing wrong with it. Like, I love the fact that you support Rock Nation and he supports Emery Jones. He supports all those people. I don't have a problem with it because he supports me. He has a crush on him. What does that sound like to you?
Hating.
Exactly.
Hating. And I remember one of the funniest parts, 'cause I watched the interview this morning, you know, all the way through. And, you know, like, I think Charlemagne's like, well, you're being a chatty patty. He's like, no, I'm talking about someone I know, someone you used to know. I just fell out.
But if
when
you
he said
really
that.
watch that interview and really break down all the things that he said, you talk about a hypocrite.
Yeah.
People like, oh, you're a chatty patty. I don't ever talk about everything. But every interview he does, he's talking about everybody else.
Yes.
Like,
yeah, he does. I'm not gonna lie. Yo, Dame Dash, he's bipolar, man. Yo, take it easy on the brother, man. He need help, man. He's getting older. He's getting older, man. You know the brain. You know the neurons slow down a little bit when you get older. You know, maybe he got dementia. I don't know. Give him a chance. Dame Dash, he's a nice boy-head guy. You know.
it's the biggest chatty patty. And the sad thing about Dame is you look at Dame's peers, right? Everybody he was been in this industry with, right? And remember, I was a DJ. I used to ask for Rockefeller Records, put on my mixtapes and all this other stuff.
Yeah, me
so
too.
you've seen all the things that he created or he's done or been part of. But now you look at his peers, right? Whether it's Jay, whether
Cameron.
it's Kevin Lyles, whether it's
Cameron.
Cameron, whether it's Kanye, whether
Yep.
all the things, people he was around. And everybody else is doing great. He doesn't look like he's doing that great to me.
Even Biggs is doing.
Yeah, I gotta agree with DJ Envy. I got to. I'm sorry, but he's right. Everybody that left Dame Dash is pretty much doing way better than Dame Dash. Dame Dash, you need to cut down on your lifestyle, man, and cut down on some calories and cut down on all that talking. And stay focused, man. Stay focused, Dame. Stay focused.
Well.
Biggs is doing well.
Yes.
Like, they're all of them.
Yes.
Right? Now, I
He's
don't know-
doing the worst. Let's just call it what it is. Look, me and Dame had a falling out years ago over something dumb. It was just something dumb. And I was going to keep it between us and plan on working it out with him later on. But he goes to the internet with it. He goes and makes a video and posts it. about our conversation. But I'm the chatty patty.
Well, that's the new thing that he does now because he's creating content, right? He's trying to get his
Yes, his money is down in other parts of his enterprise. So what Dame Dash is doing, he's trying to cover holes in other parts. Like he's trying to be stronger with the content. He's trying to get more. He's like, yo, forget that. Remember, he was starting a company like accepting other people content. And yo, Dame Dash, I put I filled out the application and you ain't even accept me. So, but still, I ain't hating. It is what it is, man. I mean, he's trying to create content and he's trying to get his Instagram up like a teenager.
network off the ground and get it flowing. So he's creating the content and doing all these interviews. But like I said, it just, in my opinion, it just looks bad. Like we want to remember Dame from Rockefeller, from creating the big organization that had artists like the State Property, Memphis Bleed, Cameron, Hove. We want to remember Rockaware. We want to remember those movies he produced. We want to remember that. But that's not where his legacy is leading him towards.
Classic times. Classic times. Rockefeller. Remember State Property? They don't make movies like that no more, man. The movies today suck.
It's not looking
Yeah.
that great for him.
Yeah. He said something interesting. He said, we're talking about Charlamagne. He said, I can punch you in the face right now like a grown man and you won't do shit. If we were on the street, you wouldn't be talking like that. I would have fucked you up. What I'm saying is when you interrupt me and say certain things where I'm from, the masculine man will fuck you up. But I never got the impression that there was going to be a fight in the studio.
No,
Charlamagne just stood there and was like, okay.
no. Nobody was concerned. Nobody thought no fight was going to happen. I mean, this conversation. But this is the thing with Dame. If you follow Dame, right? Whether you follow Dame,
I ain't gonna lie. I didn't think no fight was gonna happen, man. I'm just like, dang, man. You like 50, bro. You talking like you like 19 in the streets. Like, bro, you at a radio station talking about let's throw hands.
Dame, when he had his radio show, or you watch some of the old backstage stuff, Dame likes to snap on people,
Yeah.
right? It's
Yeah,
clear.
yeah,
He
he
says
snap
the Harlem
on me,
thing.
yeah. When
He'll
we're
snap on you till you
together-
cry.
Yeah, but the thing is about snapping is that I think that should only come when you have a certain level of relationship and familiarity with a person. You meet someone and they start snapping on
Yo, DJ Vlad is throwing gems right now. He's not lying. DJ Vlad is not lying. Yo, you should only snap at somebody like that if you really know them. Like, you don't be snapping on strangers talking about, yo, you weak, B. You know how them Harlem dudes are. Yo, hey, yo, B. Hey, yo, B, your socks stink, son. Like, yo, what you say to me, bro? I don't even know you, man.
on you, that automatically puts the relationship in a weird space.
Dame snaps on everybody, right?
Right.
We've seen it. He snaps
That's
on
why I
everybody.
initially really didn't like being around him because I'm like,
He snaps on everybody,
Yeah.
right? So, but now he could give it, but he can't take it. Pause, right? Because he could give it all day, but when it started coming back to him, it started.
Yeah, it affects him badly. You could feel it through you could feel it through the TV. Dame Dash, when Charlamagne was going back at him, he couldn't take it. He couldn't take it. It was like his kryptonite, it was going away. He just couldn't take it. Yeah, man. He's doing bad, man, and his ego is. He need to chill, man. I hope he taking aspirin every day. Aspirin 81.
It bothering him to the fact that if you really think about it, I'm sure if you go to Dame's Instagram right now, he's still talking about a Breakfast Club interview that happened 3 weeks ago.
look,
Like
I
to the
have-
point where you got to say my house is bigger than yours, my view is bigger than yours. Like that is so childish.
you replied though. Yes, you did.
I replied in the-
you posted your view, right?
Well, I was in Greece.
Oh, okay.
I was in Greece.
Because I'm like, that's not his house.
No, I
like,
was
I've
at
been in your
Greece.
house. I'm
I
like,
was-
that's not his house.
I was at
Oh, I thought that was DJ Envy's house. Oh, he was in Greece. Oh, that's kind of funny then, because while Dame Dash at the crib stressing over the conversation at the Breakfast Club, DJ Envy is like, he's doing other things. He's in Greece. Like, yo, oh, you want competition with The View? Okay, I'm in Greece now, motherfucker.
had grease at my daughter's engagement.
Okay.
When he's going crazy, I'm like, okay, show me your view. So I showed the view with a beautiful yacht. I was in Greece with my family, but no, I would never show him my views. You've been to my house before. I'm
Yeah.
sure you, if worse come to worse, you can tell him whose views look better.
I mean, it's a beautiful house. It's not really like, it doesn't overlook the ocean or anything.
It's
But
a New Jersey.
It's Jersey. All you're gonna see is New York City and a whole bunch of buildings.
beautiful home. Yes, in Jersey.
If I owned a house in Florida,
Right.
in a town where nobody knows, yes, I could have a view on the lake too. But it's not about the views. Like we're not going back and forth about views, man. This is
Right.
I just want him to do well, man. I want him to be great.
The funny part is,
Dame Dash, man. Just focus on not filing for bankruptcy, man. That's what you need to focus on. I get it. It's a good thing in business. Yes, we all know it's the way to, monopolize in a way, But it's still not good if you're in the position of filing for bankruptcy. You get it?
this is the first time I've ever seen this on the Breakfast Club. He actually had to tap someone in. Like near the end of the interview, he's like, let my OG talk for me.
Right.
It just got a little too hot for him, it seems.
Right. And that was part of it. He called Wendy Williams Charlemagne's OG.
Right.
And that was
Which
his
is
OG.
true.
See,
No, but that's true. And there's nothing wrong
OG
with
in
that.
the industry, I guess, brought him
Yes.
into the industry.
Not
But the
OG
thing-
on the street.
Yeah,
I
but,
mean,
the thing with OG is OG had a story, right? And what OG was talking about was real. Like he lost his wife. He does stuff for the community.
Correct.
He wasn't talking none of that nonsense. He wasn't talking none of that.
he was
other
a
stuff.
voice of reason in that
He was a
room.
voice of reason in there.
Yeah.
But not only that, he was trying to get people to come to Harlem, and I think they do. I think it's Heaven in Harlem that they do, where they
Yeah.
bring people together. The mayor comes and they give back. That's what he was talking about. He wasn't talking about.
Yeah, that's a fact. Yeah, Dame Dash, he was just talking like a 16-year-old, man. He was just talking like a 16-year-old, and you looking at this man like, bro, you 50-something years old, bro. Can you get the streets out your head, bro? It's the street, the 80s is over. In 1988, Harlem is done, Dame. It's over. It's over. Okay? Can you move on? Don't you got grandkids, bro?